welcome back. You can run, jump, fight enemies, and go from level 1 to level 2, but if you put your headphones on right now, you'll notice a massive problem. It's completely and awkwardly silent. Audio makes up 50% of the entire video game experience. A great jump doesn't feel right until it has a satisfying whoosh sound, and a level doesn't feel alive without music. Today we're going to fix that. We're going to add a looping background music. We're going to write some code to trigger sound effects and when we collect diamonds. So let's bring this world to life. Now, let's start with the easiest part, the background music. Go ahead and right click in your hierarchy. We're going to come down here to audio and we're going to create empty. We're going to name this audio manager, because we want to keep our project organized. So we're setting up this dedicated manager to instill good habits. Now, with our audio manager selected, we're going to click on add component, and we're going to search for an audio source. From here, we're going to grab one of our clips. So in the description of this video, there'll be a link to the music and sound effects. I pulled them from soundimage.org. For our audio source, we're going to go ahead and what do I want to add in there? Oh, this audio folder. Right? Whoop, I didn't mean to double click. Alright, we'll put in this guy right there. And so if we actually play it, it's going to get a little bit loud. Apologize. Alright, so now that that's off and your eardrums are officially blown out, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure a few things are set up here. We want it to play on awake because we want it to play when we start, and we want to make sure it loops. Since it's game music, we don't want it to just like die out and not start back up. Now I am, because it's going to be really loud, going to turn the volume down. And traditionally what I'd show is how to create volume sliders and stuff, but since this is directed towards the Unity Artist exam, we're not going to worry about that. This is just that we have music in a game because it just feels unnatural without it. So now that that is set up, it's time to hit play and hear what it sounds like. Alright, so that's working just as it should. I was not about to let it play through and loop through, but because we pressed loop, I know that it will. I just wanted to make sure that it could play. And I guess let's get into them sound effects. So now for our collectible, let's go ahead and focus in on our diamond. So that's behind. I never added that to the sorting layer. Let's add one for it, and we'll just name it collectibles. And let's see where it is. Let's set that to our collectible, and there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and apply that. Now, the normal thing to assume with these is going to be to just add an audio source like we did the audio manager. The problem is that when the player collects it, the script is written in a way so that the diamond is destroyed immediately as soon as the player touches it, which means you might hear like a little quick noise, but you're not going to hear the full like sound of it being collected. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to open up our diamond code. So first thing we're going to do in this is we're going to add a public variable at the top to what's going to be our collectible sound, and we're also going to add right here in this in between these two lines in your on trigger enter 2D, we're actually going to play this line right there. It needs to make sure that you're over this destroy game object, because what's going to happen is now as soon as the player touches it, there's going to be like this invisible speaker that pops up, plays the sound, then the script's going to run the next line and it's going to destroy it. So there's that. Let's see. I have another sound effect that I'm going to put in, which will be just like a little clank sound, so you can hear it. He didn't have any real like jump sounds on there, so I'm just gonna do this little clank sound so you can hear it. Actually, might be better in combat. So, but what we're gonna do is first we're gonna create two new variables in our player function. One is going to be this audio src, so audio source, right? And then we're also going to add a public audio clip, and it's going to be called sword sound. Alright, now inside of our start method we need to get the audio source component, which we haven't added, so we will add that. I'm just doing all this code real quick first since we're already in our code. And then now what we're going to do is we're actually going to come down to where the combat is, and we're going to add in a bit of code there to play it. Let's come down here, handle combat. So what we're gonna do is right here in between this set trigger attack and the collider, we're gonna type in that bit of code there, but we need to call our sound, so we're gonna call sword sound and pass that through, and so now it should play that sound. But in order for that to actually work and play, what we need to do is come back to our Unity editor, now that we're inside of our editor, what we're going to do is we need to add some things. So we already have the diamond selected, so let's click on our audio folder. We'll add this coins noise that I got from soundimage.org. Let's go to our player character, and we need to add our clank to that sword clip. We're also going to need to add an audio source to it. We're not going to put anything in it, but we are going to turn off play on awake. Okay, so it's not grabbing it, but you do. Here. Alright, we want to turn that off just so you could hear me talking. But you can see when we attack, there's the sound for the sword swipe. And it's really low, but it did play for the diamond. Let's see if we can make that better. We don't know if we'll be able to actually increase the sound of that, but that's what it is playing. So let me do that again and see if we can't get you hearing that. It's just very low, so I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna just put the clank on there because the clank could be heard. So we'll just use the clank for both for this demonstration. Apologies. There. Now you can hear it. So I'm gonna put the coins back in there. Now that we got all that working, in the next video we're gonna create a title screen with a main menu to start the game and exit the game, and then what else do we have from there? After that, I think we just have a quick game over screen, and then building the game, and then that's it. So keep learning, keep building. I'll see y'all in the next video.